another discussion with Dena. I certainly hope we are listening closely to what is being said by the political candidates today. As many of our ancestors did, we find ourselves once again demanding justice for the life that was taken by those that are meant to serve and protect. It has become an oh so familiar cry that has, as usual, fallen upon deaf ears. A senseless taking of precious life. It causes an entire family pain and grief. The loved ones, the community, they all suffer unnecessarily. But when shall it end? That is the question that we continue to ask ourselves. Now, my heart sank seeing the demise of Miss Sonya Massey, watching the police camera footage, that it just caused a plethora of feelings and emotions. This 36-year-old young lady, Sonya Lynaye Wilburn-Massey of Springfield, Illinois, she is added to a long list of black people shot down in the prime of their life by one that is paid by her tax dollars to serve and protect her. After witnessing this unnecessary loss of life, all I could do was weep for this sister and think of how afraid she must have been and how her parents and family must be grieving to see the footage that I saw. The pain, she was clearly afraid, so much so she ducked down as Deputy Sean Grayson pointed his gun toward her in what appeared to be an arrogant, uncalled for, unnecessary way to fire shots into her. Just imagine that you call for help and assistance, and the help that you call to protect you, the person that's supposed to serve and protect you, is now the person that you need protection from. It is understandable that people often hesitate within our community to call law enforcement because of this kind of distrust. And it is something that is very common historically.
You know what I want? I want justice for my baby.
Massey's family, alongside civil rights attorney Ben Crump.
She needed a helping hand. She didn't need a bullet to the face.
President Biden saying in a statement they deserve justice, calling it an unthinkable and senseless loss.
Sheriff's Office!
The just-released body camera video shows Deputy Sean Grayson and his partner responding to Sonya Massey's house in Springfield, Illinois, after she reported a prowler. Massey, at times, struggling to answer questions.
What is your last name? Should not think about your last name.
Then, when deputies say she can remove a pot of boiling water from the stove, the situation changes in an instant.
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from the hot steaming water?
Yeah. Better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you straight in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Grayson, who did not turn on his body cam until after shooting Massey, explaining the situation to responding officers who asked, "Where's the gun?"
House is cleared. She was the only one.
Where's the gun?
No, she had boiling water and came at me with boiling water.
You shot her?
Yeah. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came at me with boiling water.
Grayson charged with murder.
But who can we call, black people, or really rely upon to serve and protect us if we cannot get what our tax dollars pay for? Another reason that we need and have needed reparations, allowing us to establish our own form of law enforcement. And you can accept that or leave it alone. But through my tears and my sorrow for this young lady, I recalled the haunting words of former President Trump, the words that he spoke at one of the rallies that he did. And I said, I wonder when these people do these long speeches, are we listening to what it is that they are saying and how it may affect us personally? In case you don't know, I think we should
back there, you better be listening. Police officers, law enforcement, please listen. But we're going to indemnify police officers and law enforcement officials throughout the United States from being destroyed by the radical left for taking strong actions on crime. They're going to be indemnified. We're going to pay them for their costs, for their lawyers. You know, policemen have to go, in many cases, hire a lawyer to protect themselves. The state doesn't want to get involved. These people are crazy, what they're doing to our country. Policemen are forced not to do anything when they want to, and under the threat of losing their pension, their house, their family, they lose everything, and they're afraid to move. They have to be. Anybody would be. They lose their house, their family, they lose everything. They lose their pension, and we're going to indemnify them, do the job. They can do the job, and they want to do the job. When they're standing there in front of a department store that's being looted by 400, mostly kids, but other people too, and they want to do something so badly, but they're told not to because there's liability. They're not going to have any more liability. They're going to do their job. They're going to stop them.
This is a very sad and unjustifiable incident, and I want to send my personal condolences out to the Massey family, wishing them peace and blessings, and ashe to Sonya, Lynaye, Wilburn-Massey. And even though I know nothing can replace their beloved Sonya, I hope that they know that there are many of us out here standing with them in their demand for swift and adequate justice. Peace and blessings.